everyone. Welcome back to another year of the Geekonomics podcast. We're entering the 15th year of the show.
Oh,
it's
my
the 15th
Lord.
anniversary year of the Bean and Bake podcast / Geekonomics podcast.
Yes. And 15 years, and I was trying to remember correctly. We started in September because I remember the Emmys being one of the biggest topics at that time. And right now, I'm going through real quickly. Oh my God. We have a lot of shows.
Yes. I think we're on 720 something shows.
Yeah.
That we just hit during the holiday season.
Yeah.
Around there.
Yeah, because we hit, 700 was the...
700 was the big
episode,
show we
yeah.
did, but then I think the TV and movies spectaculars reviews of the 2024
Oh, the 20s?
where I think we're 718, 719.
Oh,
so
so
this
this
might
should
be
be 720.
Yeah.
720.
Yeah. And also, everybody knows we took 2 weeks off. Those
Yes.
were banked shows, which we
they're
do
recorded.
every year.
We wear the same outfits, the exact same clothing.
I don't think anybody bothers anybody cares.
And if you're listening on the audio version, you don't care anyways because you don't see us at all. So.
Right. But over the vacation, over the 2 weeks, I did catch up on some stuff. I did watch some movies. Today we're going to be going over our top 8 things we're both looking forward to. May it be video games, a movie, a TV show, an album, whatever.
Yes.
Miscellaneous.
Before we get into all that, though,
Yeah.
for those of you who are just joining, if you've just found us, thank you for coming. Welcome. I'm
Please
Mark.
like and subscribe.
He's Brian. We've been doing this podcast for a while. We hope you're enjoying it. If you are new, hope you stick around. And Josh, the seducer producer in the background,
There you
who
go.
makes me have to edit now because I have to edit that swear out of the show. Thanks. God.
What do you say?
He said the F word.
Oh, well, geez, Josh.
I know. You can.
I sorry.
You can
I
be
forget.
replaced.
I
Wouldn't be much.
I forget we're not supposed to be.
Please, no
I
F
did.
words.
I did before with this end of last year. I did install the Stream Deck into
Yes, Brian, I was talking with
the
Brian
control
about that.
room.
Oh.
So, it will be an interesting conundrum now that the person who would be helping me fully install it is in a different department now. So trying to figure that out is going to be interesting and how to.
Oh, so it's not working.
It's working. It's plugged in there.
Yeah.
We just don't have the wiring set up to go out here because that's what we were going to do
Right. All
this
right.
year. Was going to be getting the wiring
Well,
done.
we got Josh. We'll worry
So-
about that. We'll talk about that off of
well, in any
air.
days that
But anyway.
we can't, someone can't make it, or
Has to work.
I just decide we don't want him here anymore, because he can't keep his mouth shut.
All right. There we go.
I'm
Let's
sorry. I'm in the Netflix era already,
Oh.
All right, calm down.
All right. So anyway,
Still going to be PG.
speaking of WWE, tonight's
Yes.
the big Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I'm very
Yes,
excited.
Which we'll dive into more in our moments of 2025. Stay tuned.
Our moments of 2025.
He's anticipating
It's
Netflix, Brian.
One of my moments of 2025.
Oh.
'Cause that's our big topic for today. Things we're looking forward to in this coming year.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But over just on Friday, we have to update our WWE points.
Pick'ems.
Yes. The Wrestling Challenge had a big happening that we've been
Finally.
waiting for. I've been waiting for. Thankfully, finally happened.
Yeah.
Starting to get worried it was going to happen tonight on the debut of Raw.
Right.
So thankfully, it happened on SmackDown.
Mark was getting nervous.
I was getting nervous. But I did see a little thing that there was a possibility of it happening online before I watched the show because I was doing things on Friday. Then finally got around to watching it. And yes, Tiffany Stratton did cash in on Nia Jax on SmackDown, and she succeeded.
Yeah.
So
You get the bonus.
I get all the bonus points.
Yeah.
The full extra 20 points.
You get the 15, but
15,
you got
and
it
then
all
a
right. You get the 5.
extra for
Yeah.
getting it all correct.
And I get 10
You get
because I
10
got
'cause of-
Tiffany and Nia.
No, you got Tiffany. You got
she succeeded.
Cashing in.
It was-
cashing in.
She cashed in on Nia and she
Succeeding.
succeeded.
yes.
That's the
you
two.
had
I
Nia
got.
and succeeding.
Yeah.
Wait, Is it only 20? Because I thought that because it's
No, stop.
No.
Stop.
No,
I
that's
watched.
why-
It's
that's why
20.
I'm asking the question.
Yes. So Brian and I talked about this without you being involved in the
Right.
conversation. I had gotten 5 points originally for getting Tiffany winning.
Oh, winning the. Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
So that was already given out.
Okay, that's what I was.
So now I get the extra 20 points for the rest of it.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 25 points total.
That's.
But
that,
I already got the 5 points.
You already got your 5.
Yeah,
so
we already
it-
built the
okay.
5 points in during Money in the Bank review.
That's the
I
thing. That's the only
rewatched-
reason I asked that because
Yes.
I remember that was a thing we discussed was what was the actual numbers.
I mean, if not for nothing, Josh, you got nothing. So
I
what
got
do you
nothing.
care?
That's the only reason I'm asking.
So because of all that,
Yes. Where are we now?
Josh
Point-wise.
still at 79 points because you got
Boo.
no points whatsoever.
Yeah.
Brian, with your extra 10 points, you're at 94.
Okay. Not bad.
And me, with my whopping extra 20 points, I'm at 109.
Wow.
So now the difference is I'm up 15 over you and 30 over Joshua.
I'm
Now-
pretty much out of it.
Now, no, you're not.
No, because
we-
Royal Rumble's
I
coming.
said-
Royal Rumble's
I
coming.
Said pretty much.
No, because we've already discussed that
We
Royal
discussed,
Rumble.
there's a whole thing going on with Royal
Oh, yeah.
Rumble. We're going to have a big to-do
Royal
with
Rumble,
Rumble.
is a big chance to shake it all up.
It's a big chance to catch up on a lot of points.
Yes.
Which is why I was happy it happened before Royal Rumble. So now I have the buffer a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
So, and we do have Saturday Night Main Event coming as
Yes,
well.
we do. We have one. We have a small event this in January.
Yes.
In February is Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Right. So we'll discuss that more as we get closer. But
Yes.
right now, that's where we land for points.
Yes.
I think things are heating up. I think this PLE coming up is gonna be. I think tonight is gonna be epic. You don't even understand the excitement I have for tonight. I get to watch.
Claire's sitting at home. She woke up this morning and
I watched
she's
the
like,
whole
it's like
episode.
Christmas morning. She's like, it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas as a kid. Like, this is going to be epic.
Yeah.
Well, it's
yeah.
like them officially announcing both shows are going to be 3 hours.
Well, yeah.
Then
well, the
there's
first
also the
SmackDown
talk
was
of-
just 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
they
Friday.
didn't talk about Monday Night Raw being 3 hours.
It
yet.
is.
It is. They did. They
It is 3
announced
hours.
it. They
Well,
announced it.
here's the thing for me.
Yeah.
SmackDown, I still can't watch live, so I have
Yeah.
to watch the clips.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with because 6 hours is a
So-
lot of watching.
So Raw tonight, 3 hours. Plus, they're doing a special on YouTube post show
Yeah.
hosted by Joe Tessitore,
Mm-hmm.
Wade Barrett, Big E, with press conference, like a PLE.
Yeah, this
basically.
is like a PLE almost.
So it's going to be a big
I
time.
almost was gonna text you guys and be like, should we consider? But then I'm like,
No,
well,
because we have no idea
no,
what's going
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
We
We
don't
have
know
no
what's.
clue.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I could say, like, if like we could do like a bonus of like who do you think's going to show up?
Who's
Like,
your
you get,
special
like-
guest?
But I mean, we could
Because
all
you could
say
be
Becky
anybody.
Lynch.
You could be
We know
anybody.
Becky's gonna
Yeah,
show
like
up.
anyone could show up. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte. You
There's
could have
The
Rock.
You could have
John Cena.
John Cena's. They've announced he's showing
Oh,
up.
did they?
Yeah.
Well, I
He
didn't
did-
know.
he
Friday
did-
night they
He
announced
did the
it.
recent promo.
Yeah,
that he's
on
going
Friday
to be
night
there.
they announced he showed. that he
You know,
was
I
showing
think
up.
it's best not to do any because I'm not
Yeah.
prepared for this.
Yeah.
No,
but
Yes.
I think tonight is going to be epic. I like when I get out of work. I'm either going to just. I'm hoping because it's live. I might have to wait till it's over.
No,
No.
I think
I
because
don't
what
think I
they
can
did,
rewind it.
what they did with the football game is you
You
don't
can
have to
watch from
rewind it. You
beginning.
jump in from the beginning and catch up.
Okay.
Most live events now have a thing where you can
Yeah.
watch now,
Yeah.
like as it's live,
watch from
you
start.
can start from the beginning
Yeah.
live.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they did that with
Okay.
the football games. They did.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Well,
an ESPN thing too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know they're gonna bank the show so they can watch it any time, but
Yeah.
because I don't want anything to be ruined for me, I really
Yeah.
want to watch it tonight.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping that's how they do it.
Yeah,
because
we
I'm
don't-
not gonna. I might not catch it right at the beginning either. Because we have a show tonight, so it might be a little bit.
I
like
think
a little bit
That's
behind,
that's
yeah.
another thing is I think we're all working. We all
Yeah.
have stuff going on.
yeah.
Well,
it
it's the first day
stinks.
back for everybody, basically.
know.
So
Yeah.
it's like it's a.
and I have a meeting tonight, so
Yeah.
who knows? I
who
could
knows
be at
what
work
time
till
you're gonna-
9.
Yeah, who knows? Oh my gosh.
In Raw, it's 3 hours.
9?
3 hours.
9, Brian.
No,
I
no,
probably
no.
won't- no, I'm saying I probably won't get home until possibly midnight with everything going on.
Yeah,
tonight.
well, I'm just saying with me, 9 is earliest, 10 or 10:30 is the latest.
Yeah.
But anyway, Raw's gonna be awesome. We'll be talking about it more next week.
Yes.
And we're updated with points. Now, Mark, before we get into some Golden Globe winners and our top 8 things we're looking forward to in 2025, I'm going to throw it to you first.
Okay.
Did you catch up on anything? Did you watch anything of note? Anything of interest during your vacation?
You mentioned this just when I was trying to think of other things that I'd watched over the past 2 weeks, and my brain's kind of fried. So I'm kind of trying to remember everything because of the
Skeleton
crazy.
Crew?
I've been watching Skeleton Crew. That's good. I'm enjoying it.
Last one was pretty good.
Yeah, the last couple have been pretty good. They're not long enough,
No.
but I think that's just the usual. I watched What If. I finished that. Kind of lackluster. Wasn't that excited. Like, wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I kind of like limped it to the end. Yeah, they did a very weird ending. I wasn't a fan of it. What else did I watch? What We Do in the Shadows, which we'll talk about.
Yes, we're going to give our review.
Yep,
at
I
the
watched
end
the
of
end of
this.
that. What else did I watch? It was crazy because like Claire had another surgery the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
So that kind of threw my brain into doing things. And then we had another thing happen, which also threw a wrench in things as well, which I'll talk about later on. But yeah, I just
Any
watched.
movies? Any...
You want me to jog memories with my list? Because I know some of the stuff on my list I know you're watching. Creature Commandos.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Dude, I love it.
I don't know.
I
don't
thought
know.
you said it was awesome.
I did.
Last time
It
I
was.
spoke to you.
I was.
Which was like last week.
I know. It's just I feel like the last couple episodes haven't been as good
Has it
since they
fallen
killed
off?
the
Don't
robot.
spoil. Oh, you spoiled.
I haven't been a fan of it as
Oh.
much.
I really like it. I look forward to it.
It feels
every
like it's just them just like, I don't know. James Gunn seems like sometimes he gets into this thing where he just wants to kill all the characters.
week. What are you talking about?
And I'm not a fan of it.
What characters did he kill?
All right, we're going to spoiler territory here. So if you haven't watched Creature Commandos and don't
I
want to
watched
ruin
it. I watched.
the robot agent died. He was killed.
Yeah, but wasn't he in his episode? You get his backstory.
Yes, but then he dies. He gets exploded by the Thera.
Yeah, but he's
lady.
a robot. He's not going to completely die. He'll be back.
No, that's what they killed him.
I couldn't remember. I can't
They
remember.
said they
Like
killed
his
him.
power unit
Yeah.
exploded.
Oh, well, it wasn't that big of a loss.
Well, they kind of like did like a thing where they like, and then this, I think the last episode, Clayface killed Rick Flag.
No, Clayface.
He broke his back, and then like Frankenstein's holding him, and he dies, and that's how the episode ends.
Yeah, but we don't know what's going to happen next. I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was dying. He's going to die.
I think he died because he broke his back, like snapped him in half, like Bane did to Batman.
I guess until you watch the next one, we don't know.
Yeah,
But
but I don't know. It
Well,
just seems like
that's-
it's just kind of like
but they're creatures, so they're not like
he's
they're-
not.
Yeah, I know, but we'll find out. I feel like you got to see the whole thing before we know.
I don't
who
know.
dies.
I don't know.
I thought the Weasel episode was my favorite.
The Weasel one was all right.
Oh my god! Like
But,
I got
it's just-
at the end. I was a little choked
Like
up.
the bride character, I'm not like a fan. Like it's like whatever.
I'm like.
And then the fish girl's kind of, I don't know, and like it just seems like they're just, I don't know. The story just seems to be a loop. It's like now they're going back to the princess, and it's like a whole thing, and it just seems kind of strange. I'm not like into it as I was at the beginning.
No, I'm still into it. I'm enjoying it. What else? You finished What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes.
I feel like that should be our official first review of the year.
Yeah, I think
Because
it'd be
we
good.
both
Yeah.
finished it over
Yes.
break.
Well, it ended during the break.
It ended.
Yes.
I thought real quickly we'd give it a review right now. I think the whole show as a show is awesome.
Yes.
I think the best
It's
way
amazing they pulled off a show out of a random documentary that they threw together. There's like a random joke like mockumentary thing.
Well, it's based on that movie.
Yeah,
and
but I
it's
mean,
all
it's
new
kind of crazy how they.
characters.
Well, I know, kind of, sort of, but it's
Yeah.
like kind of crazy how they like took that and made it into a TV show and like
but-
made it last as long as it did.
But like it was really cool how we had some cool cameos at the end.
Yes.
We had Eric from
Yes,
True
Bill
Blood
Skarsgård.
show up
Yes.
for a brief second.
Yeah,
So good.
He is so good.
I was just like, what?
Yes.
I think they pulled it off. I think the show kind of like if you drew a diagram on how this whole show went, it's almost like a U. The show was really strong in the first 2 seasons. The middle's a tiny little bit weak.
It got a little
tiny.
Yeah, it got a little.
Then it picked right up at the
Yes.
end. I think the middle part for me is when Colin turned into a kid.
Yes.
There was
That was kind of weird.
It was like he was a teenager. He was growing up.
Yeah.
The Colin, you fall in love with that character because of the quirks and how he's he sucks the life out of people
Yes.
by
Energy
being
monster.
dull.
Energy vampire.
Energy vampire.
Yeah.
But we lost that.
Yes. It feels like they kind of, even towards the end of this show, it kind of lost a little bit too. Like,
Yeah.
when he went to the office with Guillermo, he didn't
And he
really
beat him up.
He didn't really like do that
Yeah.
stuff, which would have been
funny.
his character more.
I think they knew the final episode. They knew
The monster was good and
They
all that.
knew it was the end.
Yeah.
and they also knew that endings usually stink.
Yeah.
So they basically just did other endings.
Yes.
which was they did the in the show they did the
The TV show ending with like the camera turns off and everything and that. Kind
no
of
what's
thing.
his name
Wait,
Bob
they
Newhart.
winged-
They did the Bob Newhart.
Newhart ending.
They,
Yeah.
they Wayne's World did it?
Yes.
Were
Well, they did that,
the
and then they
good
did like
ending, the bad ending?
they did one with like Guillermo like closing the door, and like then they like did like all right cut, and then like they
Yeah.
do like the whole like behind the scenes.
Yeah, because the
one.
crew is leaving.
Yeah,
They're done.
yeah.
But then there's an on Hulu. If you go to the extra tab,
Yeah,
they do 2 more endings.
yeah. I saw the one where they take the elevator shaft down.
Well, that's the real ending.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Nador and
Nandor.
Guillermo are, he
It's
goes,
always fun trying to
Nador.
Nandor and Guillermo.
Gizmo. It's Gizmo. That's what they call him. It's Guillermo. But
Guillermo.
he goes, I want to be Batman. Basically, he wants to be Batman. And
Nandor wants to be Batman.
yeah, so at the very end, he has to get into the coffin with him,
Yes.
and they go down.
Yes.
And that's
Well, just
how
like
they
a
end it.
super rock, like deep shaft.
He's like, I've been working on this for a while.
Yes.
It was really good. But they do 2 more parody endings
Okay.
on this bonus footage that you got to watch.
All right.
One of them was really well done. And they're both really
Yeah.
well done.
Okay.
I say this is our first What We Do in the Shadows final season, Mark.
Yes.
What do you give it?
I'm gonna give. Are we giving it as a whole or just the season itself?
For Letterkenny, which ended last year, we just gave it for the season.
Okay.
What do you think? Should we give this?
You can do both. You could do
We could do
for
one
the
for the season and one for this show
the
as a
entire
whole.
show as a whole.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll give the season. I'll give a 9. And because of what you said earlier about the U shape of the show
Yeah.
from start to finish, I'll give it like an 8. Because that middle season kind of hurt it, but that was like during the COVID times. So
Series Mark 8. Now I gave it a 9. I think it was a fantastic season.
yeah,
I think it ended on a high note. You had the Frankenstein monster, which was really fun. They knew the show has gone on a little too long. There was a lot of inside jokes, a lot of commentary on that. And I feel like the show could have ended 1 season ago.
yeah,
But it was kind of nice to have a farewell season,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest with you. For the series, the season I give it a 9 with you. And then for the whole series, I give it a 9.
okay,
I give it a 9.
all right,
It would be a 10 if it wasn't for that just a little lull in the. It wasn't like the best show all the way through,
yeah,
but it's a fantastic show, and I think everybody should watch it. It's really,
it's really good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on the Hulu. So.
It's
And
a nice
it's-
Chinese meal.
and it stinks that
Yes.
it's over. I will miss those characters. All right. Anything else, Mark? Because I got a kind of quick list. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, go through it and see if maybe something pops up that you. Well, I
So-
finished Shrinking. I don't know if I talked about that. I don't know
Oh.
if that happened beforehand.
Yeah.
Shrinking season ended. Amazing.
I think you mentioned
You got
that.
Apple TV back. You
yeah,
should watch it.
Yeah, that's on my
Silo
list.
is still going on. It's amazing. You should watch that as well.
It's on my list.
Yeah. I think that's all.
Okay.
Silo's the one where it's dystopian future and it goes outside, or is that a different show?
It's a dystopian future where they're in a silo.
Yeah, but they're like, is that the one with the camera? where they wipe the camera off.
There's
or-
cameras
Yes.
in all shows.
Yeah,
Yes.
that no, that Brian.
Yeah, Rashida Jones is in the first season.
You hear what he said?
I just ignored you.
There's cameras in all
I
shows.
ignored you. I ignored you.
Because I've been thinking about looking into that, but I didn't
Yeah,
know what
Timothy
it was on.
Robbins is in it. He's really good.
All
It's really good.
I have a laundry list of stuff.
Yeah.
I have to make a note. Hit Brian
So
after show.
because I got the Netflix back on Friday night, I was like,
The flicks.
I'm gonna go and revisit Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
And since I read all through graphic novels,
Yes.
about 2 summers ago,
Yes.
man, the first 3 episodes, I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, I think when I watched the first 3 a long time ago,
Yeah.
and I didn't get into it, and I think it's because I kept falling asleep and I was watching late at night.
Not surprising.
I started this at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I watched the first 3, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait
Yeah.
to continue this. Like,
You have that feeling until the end of the first season.
what do you mean? Well, I know the show. I know the show had dips in quality as seasons.
As it goes along, it
as
gets
it-
worse and worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first season,
The first season's about as truest to the book as it gets.
right? Which you know
Yeah.
what? I will watch.
The book gets weird too.
Well, yeah, the books aren't that great.
The books aren't that great.
No.
After the first one, the books aren't that great.
It's very okay. I would say, arguably,
Kind of like his music. The first couple songs are good, and after that, it's kind of like, whatever.
I like his music. I like My Chemical Romance, but I think Umbrella Academy. I think the show, honestly, is better than the graphic novels. I think it
Yes.
makes them better. And now that I've read them,
Yeah.
okay, graphic novel wise, the first 2 are good. The third one is a mess. Like
Yes.
I really had a hard time following it. It was
Season
like
3 is a
all
mess,
it was
so-
like all over the
Yeah.
place.
Season 3 is not much better.
But now that I'm watching it and comparing to what I read,
Yeah.
it's more enjoyable.
Yes.
Also, I'm giving it a fair shake this time around.
Yeah.
I think the first time I just wasn't into it.
Yeah.
I like the characters.
I'm also with
It's
the
a good
Umbrella
story.
Academy. I think it's the first. I don't know. It definitely shows the difficulty they had with the Elliot Page situation.
Why? There was no.
You'll see as this show goes on.
Well, I mean,
It doesn't translate the story wise. Doesn't work.
all right. Well, I haven't gotten there yet
Yeah.
because that doesn't happen.
He does
till-
a great job,
Right.
and it's all like that. But it's just they don't like
Also,
address. It doesn't get like
Also in the comics,
expanded.
her then to his character turned into a like very overpowered
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Like so there's a lot of things the comic did that this is like more grounded in a way.
Well, it kind of has to be.
It has to be.
You just can't like do something.
But you know what? I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm going to see it all the way through.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
Brian, do you
What?
think it, when the time it was shown, had anything to do with you not liking it, or was it just?
No,
didn't
you know
get
what the
into it?
problem was for me? I was excited for the show.
Yeah.
I
You hadn't
rem-
read the books yet.
I hadn't read the books yet, but my problem is I was trying to watch them at the end of the day.
Yes.
At
After
10
So
o'clock.
it wasn't
went
the
to bed.
time. It
I
was
could
just your
not stay
time.
awake, and it wasn't the
This is
show's
back when Brian
fault.
would try to watch things too late at night
Yeah.
and then be like, I don't like it.
That's what I'm
So
saying,
could you
because I
not give me
remember
the
we've
exact
had
This
time
wasn't
to
the
watch
show's
it.
fault. It was
No, but
my
that's what I mean, is
fault.
we've
Like
had
most
this discussion
things, it's
before
Brian's
with
fault,
things
not
Yeah.
the show's
where
fault.
it's not when it came on. It's that Brian tried to watch it when he didn't have the time
Yes.
to watch
Yes.
Yes.
And also the thing is, as I watched these first 3 episodes again, I was like, oh, I don't remember that part. It's because
Yeah.
I must have fallen
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah.
And like
it. We're
I
getting
watched
back into the Brian watched stuff too late.
Yeah,
Yes.
and honestly, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So then also another show we watched on Apple Plus, I highly recommend. It is Colin Farrell's second best show of 2024. It is Sugar.
I've heard good things.
Fantastic.
I might dive into it.
You should.
Okay.
It goes by very quick. The first episode is the longest. I think running time is 44 minutes,
Oh my God.
but the rest are all about a half an hour.
Oh, thank God.
But it's a very old school noir feel. It's intercut
Like
with a lot
Spider-Man
of
noir.
with classic noir films, and he's trying to solve a case of a missing girl.
Yeah.
There is a moment in the show.
Don't ruin it. Just say there's a moment in the show.
There's a moment in the show. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I gotta say.
But Allison and me both watched it, and man, I was like,
Allison and I both watched it.
Yes, English teacher. Allison and I both watched it, and I enjoyed it. Also, I enjoyed it so much that I was like, oh, I wonder if there's going to be a second season. And there's going to be. It was originally just going to be a mini.
Because there's not going to be another Penguin, so.
Yeah, but originally there was just going to be a mini series.
It's like a one-off.
But because I guess it did so well,
yeah.
Apple's like,
well, there you go.
We'll do
want
season
more
2.
money.
Yeah.
Give us more of the monies.
So Sugar, fantastic.
Sugar.
Then we watched Conclave on Peacock, which is nominated.
Claire and I were going to, literally the movie we tipped every time we would get on anything, like Peacock, to watch anything.
Well, it's only on Peacock right now.
We were like, we should watch Conclave. We both really want to watch that. We never got around to watching it.
So it is a thriller about the decision of these
priests.
These priests who have to make a decision about who the new pope's going to be.
Yes.
It takes place in 72 hours.
Yes.
That's
all you need to say. You don't need to tell us anymore.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
I just want to give a quick review. I enjoyed it.
I'm going to try to watch it this weekend.
It's a good score.
Yes.
I really thought the score was fantastic.
Okay.
The acting is great.
Yeah.
It's just it builds tension in certain ways. There's things that happen.
Intrigue.
It's a thriller.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Okay.
Really good.
Good.
Also, I did watch my first Netflix shovelware, I call it. Carry On.
Oh, I heard that was bad.
It was boring and forgettable.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we watched it, but I was just like, this is schlop.
Yeah.
It was not good. I don't think it was good. We did watch a fantastic movie, Speak No Evil.
Yes, I've heard good things about that. That's on the Peacock.
Yes. Oh my God. You want to talk about a movie you'll be on the edge of your seat?
I won't watch it, but yeah, sure, go ahead.
Well, I'm telling you, telling people,
tell
fantastic.
the people at home. I saw the trailer when we were going to see other things this past year, and every time the trailer, I'm like, nope.
It's not a horror movie.
Nope.
It's a thriller.
Nope.
And it's actually a remake of a movie.
Yes.
And what's his name? Who plays Professor X? I can't think of his name now.
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy is fantastic.
I'm so glad I'm here to name people for you because you never can remember anybody.
No, that's why I keep
or characters.
Yeah, that's why I keep you around.
Yeah, that's the reason. Just to name things between you and my wife. That's all I do. Is just who is that person?
Who is that
guy?
person?
Who's that guy that was in that thing? And here's the name.
Christmas Day, we went out and saw A Complete Unknown.
Wicked? No.
We saw A Complete Unknown. Fantastic. Timothy Chalamet was amazing. Edward Norton was amazing. The whole cast was amazing. Phenomenal movie.
Speaking of Netflix, you made me think of something.
Well, what?
Yes.
What?
You go and finish your thing.
No, I'm just saying, Complete Unknown was amazing. I'm amazed that they didn't win anything at the Golden Globes, but the Oscars.
Well, there's a lot of
the
other
corner.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 shows on Netflix. Yes. Possibly. I can't remember which ones they're on. I want to say Netflix.
What?
There's a new Ted Danson show. I believe it's on Netflix. I watch so many things with different things. I can't remember which things are on now anymore. It's called Inside Man?
Yeah, I saw. I thought CBS. No?
Paramount Plus, maybe.
Yes, because I had to get Paramount Plus to watch the Golden Globes last night.
Maybe it's on Paramount Plus.
Yes, I think so. Which I'm canceling it right away, so I have it for a
Netflix.
month.
It's on Netflix. Okay, thank
Is
you.
it on
You're
Netflix?
right, it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Was it called Inside Man?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, no. A Man on the Inside.
Man on the Inside.
Ah.
Ted Danson plays a widower. His wife passes from dementia and stuff. So he's been home by himself for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And his daughter's like, you need to find something to do. Like, you need to get back out into the world. So there's this private investigator It's a comedy.
Mhm.
There's a private investigator who's, I would say a dramedy, kind of, who's been tasked with tracking down a stolen necklace in a retirement home. So she puts in the paper a classified ad looking for someone to infiltrate the retirement home to
Mhm.
investigate this thievery,
Mhm.
because she can't go in there and do that, of course,
Mhm.
because she's younger.
Mhm.
So she enlists Ted Danson, applies for it, and becomes like the man on the inside. And he's like
And Antics Ensue. Did you watch
Antics
this?
Ensue. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Ted Danson, like trying to be a spy. Really funny. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based off of a documentary called
Oh.
The Mole Agent.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm on the.
There you go. And then there's also another one with Kristen Bell. Kind of funny. Good Place people.
Mhm.
It's done by the same people who do Good Place, that Ted Danson show.
Mhm.
There's one with Kristen Bell and Adrian Brody.
Yeah, they were at the Golden Globes yesterday.
Nobody
Yes.
wants this.
Nobody wants this.
Mhm.
He's a rabbi. She's not.
Nobody
get-
wants this.
They accidentally think they're on a blind date with different people, but end up
Mhm,
by them
mhm.
with each other.
Mhm.
Antics ensue. Hilarious. Really well done.
That's
It was a good one.
Netflix too.
I watched. Yeah, it's on Netflix too.
Man,
I burned through that one quickly too.
Jeez. How do you forget? No, what, am I jogging
Well,
memories?
Yeah, you're just jogging memories. There was just like little half-hour
Yeah.
like
yeah,
things.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
burn through them quickly, so you
Right,
don't
right.
like. Yeah, you get through like.
Well, the Ted Danson one probably I'll check out.
Yeah,
It does look interesting.
yeah. The tennis
Um,
one's really good. It's funny, but even the Kristen Bell one's pretty funny too.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some good side characters in there.
All right. I'll
Yeah.
add it to the list of things.
Allison might like the Kristen Bell one.
I try to get we're just trying to get into a show is like pulling teeth. We finished Sugar, and we started No Good Deed on Netflix with Ray Romano and
I've been circling that one
here's the thing.
because Dennis Leary's in it, and that intrigued me.
Here's the thing. Now, have you ever watched Dead to Me?
I think so.
You would know if you watched Dead to Me. It had Christine Applegate.
Yes.
Did you finish the whole show?
No.
Okay. So the woman who showrun and wrote Dead to Me, which I absolutely loved.
Yes, because she was a zombie or something, wasn't she?
No, there's no
No,
zombies. That's you're thinking of
Oh,
the Drew
the
There's a
Drew
Drew
Barrymore.
Barrymore show
That's
with
right. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of that one.
Oliphant.
Dead to Me
with Oliphant.
is about these two people who meet each other, and her husband's dead, and secrets come out.
Yes. It's
really good.
Yeah.
So, No Good Deed has Ray Romano and
Lisa
Phoebe,
Kudrow.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary.
A few other people are in
Dennis
it.
Leary plays Dennis Leary.
Yeah, kind of looks like Dennis Leary.
He's got a new comedy with
That's that military one I was telling you about.
with Abed
Oh, does
on
he?
Fox.
Oh,
that I kind of want to
Jesus.
check out.
Yeah.
It looks really bad, but I know it's gonna be really good.
That's
It's
that
that
one
bad.
that looks like
Not as bad as
scrubs
Saint-
in the military.
Dennis
Yeah,
Leary
not
is
as bad
starting
as
to look
Saint Dennis,
like
but-
Ellen DeGeneres if she didn't get any work done. I mean, this is weird looking.
You know what show I'm still
It's a weird
surprised is
looking
still
dude.
on the air? That
What?
St. Dennis Medical Show.
Don't get me
They
started.
promote that show like crazy
It
at
is
NBC.
not funny.
And even
I
like
watched-
the commercials aren't funny.
I
It's like
watched-
not even like a scenes they put in the commercials.
I watched
are
all the way up
unfunny.
to the Christmas episode. I chuckled once, and I was like, "This show."
Why do you keep
Is
watching
it
it?
try hard?
No, it would be on. Allison would have NBC on, and I would come on,
Oh,
and I would
gotcha.
just I would watch it and be like,
Yeah.
And she would just kept going. I just wanted to get better.
Oh no!
It's not going to.
It's not going to.
Yeah.
It's
The
not.
Dennis Leary show is called Going Dutch.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's him.
Another
it's him
Dutch.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
in Dutch.
He was in Dutch.
But
Yeah.
it's him and
Abed.
yeah, I can't remember his actual
Putty.
name. Yeah, but they're like commanding officers of like
Yes. Like a ragtag
yeah.
outfit.
It's on Fox.
Was
Kind
it
of like McHale's Navy, kind of.
no Sergeant Bilko with a
Sergeant Bilko, that same kind of like
Yeah.
that same genre of Periscope Down. That whole.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I had no
it
idea.
does look interesting, but I'm worried about it just being like, you know.
Well, it's
Like
it could be
St. Dennis.
good.
it
You
could
never
be
know.
good. It could be hilarious. They're
and-
two funny guys, so
Yeah.
Anyway, No Good Deed We are 3 or 4 episodes in. They're half hour. They go quick.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Dead to me. I kind of feel like it's almost like
trying
to
be.
one up
Yes.
constantly, like the craziness that's happening on the show.
If you enjoy that show,
so far
or
it's
even
okay.
kind of like it a little bit, you and Allison would love Shrinking.
Yes, it's on the
You
list.
should stop that show and watch Shrinking,
Well, we're gonna see.
or see it out and then watch Shrinking.
We're gonna see No Good Deed
Have
through.
you watched Only Murders?
No,
That's the other show that
I haven't
you guys
watched
would
that
That's
show.
good.
enjoy.
That's really
They
good.
were at the Golden Globes last night.
Yeah. Benny Blanco rubbed a genie lamp to get a wish to be with Selena Gomez.
I know. Jeez. I'm going real quick.
Anything else?
That's it,
Yeah.
man. I
did
that's
watch
all
another
the stuff I'm
Netflix
in.
thing. You won't. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be into this, but it's really well done. It's not an American show. I want to say it's done in Brazil or a Brazilian show of some sort. There's a Netflix show, Senna. It's all about Ayrton Senna. It's like his life story,
Mhm.
but done in a TV show.
Mhm.
It's like a one-off thing because in the end he dies. Spoiler alert.
Jeez, why do I?
Well, he dies in real life, so can't really continue it. But no, they do a really awesome job of shooting it, and all the old cars, the F1 cars, and the different things. They integrate real race footage and with the stuff they shoot and everything, and it's all like Squid Game. It's all like in that dialect. So I preferred the Argentinian version. I think it's Argentina.
It is
subtitled?
a Brazilian
Brazilian, okay.
miniseries.
Okay.
It's 6 episodes.
Yes, it's in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Yeah, original
Yeah.
languages is Portuguese
Yeah.
and English.
Yeah, they do have like when the characters speak English, they speak English, but
Gotcha.
majority of it's in Portuguese. But yeah, it was really well done, really well put together.
Nice. Yeah, I know that F1 movie's coming out with Brad Pitt. I'm sure you're excited to see it.
Coming up in my moments of 20. Stop stealing all my things.
Sorry.
Stop destroying all my stuff.
I'm just gonna bring up the Golden Globes real quick. We're gonna get into it, but I want to mention this.
Shogun killed it.
Shogun won actress in a TV drama, which she is fantastic.
She is.
Shogun won drama for best TV series.
Best
Shogun won for actor, which
He's
was
amazing.
he was the writer and showrunner.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Shogun won for male actor and supporting role.
Yes.
He was the second.
The guy
in
who boiled the
command.
guy.
Huh?
He's the guy that boiled the guy.
Yeah, and he kills himself.
Yeah.
Later on in
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
He was fantastic too.
Yeah.
I just want to bring that up, and I also want to bring up the fact that Jeremy Allen White won for The Bear.
Not surprising.
And then Colin Farrell won for The Penguin.
Not surprising.
Which was fantastic, though.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that performance was amazing.
Yeah.
And I still go watch Sugar because, yet again, Colin Farrell is on fire, in my opinion. The one person who won that I really was just like, what? Jodie Foster for True Detective? I don't have the
Jodie
list.
Foster.
I don't have the list of people she was up against, but the only thing I could think of was the weird sex scene that she had. And I was like, yeah, no.
That's amazing acting you had to do.
Oh, God, it was the worst. Hacks won a bunch.
Remember
Ted
too,
Danson got the Carol Burnett
It's
Award.
Golden Globes, don't forget.
Remember it's the Golden Globes, yes, and it's also the like European, like international writers that
Not writers, critics.
correspondents and stuff who vote on this. So
Demi
it's not
Moore
like-
got For The Substance, which is on my list. I got to watch. I really want to check that out. The Brutalist won a bunch. I'm Still Here. Anyway, just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, Adrian Brody won for The Brutalist.
Yeah. Let's not go through the list. I hit the main points. Let's jump into our main topic because it's the rest
Hold on,
is
I want
kind
to
of
get
boring.
I want to figure out who these people were that got nominated with Jodie Foster.
Why?
Because I want to know.
You just got to know that I can click on it. I can tell you.
Well, you're the one that brought it up. Now I'm curious.
She was also.
It was Sofia Vergara,
I should let you just try to do it on your own.
Kristen Milotti for The Penguin, Naomi Watts for Feud, and Jodie Foster for True Detective. There you go.
Yeah.
Naomi Watts.
I said Naomi Watts.
Kate Winslet.
Oh, she's not on my list here.
Yes.
Okay, Kate Winslet. But anyway, I would have gave it to Kristen,
Yes.
honestly. But I didn't see anything else on that list, so I can't give you a real good answer.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move
Top
on.
8.
Our top 8, Mark. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? We'll go back and forth. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Really quick before we get into that,
Oh
Oh, jeez.
Here we
this is
go.
gonna tie into my first thing, so I'll go first.
Okay.
Just announced, breaking news. Raw tonight. Got your seatbelts buckled.
Yeah.
3.5 hours.
Well, yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured that for the first one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be up late tonight, baby.
Yep.
And
Might have to watch it in the morning too.
Yep.
and
And
go.
that
All right,
ties
let's go.
into
And go.
my number one moment of 2020
And
that I'm looking forward to for
I was
2025.
about to say it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Well, one of them, it's a joint one.
It's happening tonight.
My first moment that I'm happy happened in 2025 is that Tiffany Stratton cashed in and I got my 20 points. Which leads into Raw debuting tonight on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's going to be not only crazy as a wrestling fan, but as a TV fan, it's going to be even more interesting for me to kind of see. Like I was going to look it up this morning and I didn't have the
'Cause you were
chance
late?
to. No, it kind of popped in my head as I was driving in this morning. It popped in my head as I was driving in.
Yeah.
So I couldn't remember what year it started. This will be the first time the show will air off
Cable.
television.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Since
the longest
97, I want to say.
the
is when it started.
longest scripted show like that
Episodic
with
show.
no reruns.
Yes. Yeah. It took over Simpsons, so now Simpsons can take it back over.
Well, that's different because Simpsons has seasons and has reruns.
Well,
This
the
is
episodic television show.
but
yeah.
this is consecutive.
Yes.
It debuted January 11th, 1993.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
So over
There you go.
30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's
yes.
crazy.
So it's a big, I mean, I don't want to say gamble, but it's a big thing.
Oh, 97 was when it changed to Raw is War.
Thank you. I
But
knew it was something
also,
like that.
I mean, you still have SmackDown,
But-
which is on cable.
No, I understand that. But
so
I'm saying
they
it's
have
still
their
going to be.
feet in both things.
Yes. But it's going to be very interesting to see the reception of this. Because it's, besides, I know like the NFL has games on Amazon and they just did 2 on,
Netflix.
Or- 2 on Netflix on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
Which
But this is like the first
those were good. Like-
big thing to jump from terrestrial television to full-on streaming, like live programming.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's the
it'd be
future.
very interesting to see how it, like, I know the audience will follow, but how much more audience will tune in
Mm-hmm.
now that it's not on like a cable box.
Yeah.
Like folks like yourself, Matt Ryan, who don't have cable or don't have access to the USA Network, are now going to be able to watch it because more
Until-
people likely who have cut the cord have access to Netflix than they do.
Exactly. And it's all over the world, not just in the U.S.
Correct.
Yeah.
Did you guys happen to watch the Two Bears podcast with Cody Rhodes?
Did
No,
not.
but I saw that. I
They
gotta
talk
watch.
about that
Yeah.
like this is going to open up because yes, the WWE is international,
Yeah.
but now you're going to have all these people that can just watch it and not have to worry about
Yeah.
Yeah.
going to Sky or whatever.
Yes,
TN,
exactly, yeah.
Whatever. And
Yeah.
like everyone can watch it and everyone can watch it at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Or
right.
like after the
It'd
fact.
be on
Well, yeah, but
demand.
yeah.
It'd be on demand.
But that's also a thing too, where it's going to be interesting to see because this will also be the NFL games were literally the one of the first things that Netflix actually like divulged the actual viewership numbers for.
Yeah.
Because they're always very secretive about
They're
who
always
actually
secretive.
watches the shows that they have.
Yeah.
Because that's why they just cancel things because they're like, oh, no one watched it and no one can say
It's
they
about
didn't.
getting subscriptions.
Yeah. So interested to see like if this translates into more subscribers for Netflix or whatever.
Yeah.
So
And it keeps people from
yeah,
unsubscribing.
yeah. And interesting because it's also literally the first episodic live show on Netflix.
Right, right. And you have people who
So,
are going to tune in every
We
week.
had some issues with the Tyson
That
football
was
fight.
That was massive. Though.
We have-
that was real big.
There wasn't any with the football games,
Well,
but that was because NFL Productions did it.
Well, that's the other thing I wanted to bring up.
And this is WWE Productions doing this.
I guess
so-
people were complaining about football because I watched it.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Yeah,
nothing going on.
Yeah.
I didn't have any issues, but I guess other people did, but it wasn't Netflix's fault. It was their internet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
people were having internet problems because their internet couldn't handle the live.
Yeah. So that's what's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So that's my number one. These are in no particular order, by the way, but that's my number one.
Did you see that they've already started? I guess there's already shows like catalog on Netflix.
Yes.
And
yeah.
people are talking about how like from what Peacock to Netflix that they've edited them and put stuff back in that
Yes.
Peacock edited out, and they're all
Yes.
happy about it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a good thing.
Because also end of this year or end of next year, the Peacock contract ends. So who knows?
The future, we'll find out.
Yeah.
All right. For me, movie I am looking forward to in 2025. I don't have to wait very long for it because it comes out March 7th. It is Mickey 17.
I had to make sure I didn't put things I knew you would put on. So that's why that was one of mine, but I didn't put it on mine.
It.
Because you have a tendency to do that. So that's what
Well, I
to
saw the
avoid.
trailer in the beginning of one of the movies we saw, and
Yes.
I really thought it was awesome. Robert Pattinson, he plays Mickey Barnes. Basically, the elevator pitch is they have these workers, they're colonizing a planet, and then if they die, they just make a new one.
Kind of reminded me of Moon.
Yes.
But this is more wackier.
Yes.
Because
But I mean, kind of like based off that idea.
so Mickey 17, it's the 17th one they've printed or made.
Yes.
And, 16, but 17 is made before 16 even dies.
Yes.
And they actually meet each other.
Yeah.
And they're like, what is going on here?
yeah, like a multiplicity situation.
And it reminds me a little bit of Severance, where there's this
Yes.
experiment happening, but one of them figures something out, and
Yeah.
then it's like kind of blows the world open.
Yeah.
So that is one of the movies I'm looking forward to. So it comes out March 7th. So very excited for that.
That's
excited for
like
that
the
as
only
well.
difference of Moon. Moon, they had no clue, whereas
Yeah.
this looks like they signed a contract saying,
Yes.
if I die,
You can do this.
remake me.
It-
And
The couple times I've seen the trailers, it reminds me of like a Doctor Who episode of some sort, but I
Yeah.
don't know why.
there
but it
was
does.
that one where they went to a planet that made copies of people to
Yeah,
work.
yeah. Okay,
So-
maybe that's what I was thinking of. I knew it reminded me of something like that. Next thing I'm excited for 2025, a brand new season of Equilibrium TV will be starting January 15th. We record our first episode. Also, the return of Bryan as a host in February.
Oh, why are you looking forward to that?
Because I know how much you hate it, so it makes me excited.
We're gonna get that. Well, we have the teleprompter working, so
We do.
it would be
Yeah.
nice just to have it.
Yeah, we have the
For
first
Canada.
3 bands are booked solid and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
We have the High Noons coming in January, and then alumni from the old Equilibrium show.
Feeny,
A new version of it is coming back.
Holy crap,
True
Fee-
Jackie,
True Jackie.
yes, was the True Jacqueline, was struck down to the True Jackie.
It was Feeny to begin
Was
with.
Feeney to begin with. So it's an iteration of that band is coming in February.
Nice.
And then in March, I want to say Haunting Titans is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a pretty big band that reached out just recently, actually, and asked to come on. So excited to have them on. Have some other feelers out to other bands, just waiting to get confirmations. We do have June's booked. Audio Jane's coming in, the first double.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming in because they have a new album they just dropped at the end of last year. So they're going to be coming in to promote that.
Mm-hmm.
And then our good friends at Possum just announced they were in the studio this past week recording their second album.
Nice.
So some of those songs are on the episode that's airing this month on the local channels.
Very cool.
Yeah. Or last month, because this month's your show with Nicole, the season finale show.
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah.
can't keep track of it all.
Yes. I loaded that up onto the YouTube this week.
It's been up there for a while.
The season finale one?
Yes.
Did I do that? Okay. I couldn't remember if I put it on there or not.
It was supposed to go out before Christmas.
I rushed a lot of things.
And then it
before.
came out after Christmas.
I had a lot of things going on.
And you did. It's fine. All right. ETV, baby. Here we come.
Yes.
Season 4.
Season 4, EQTV.
All right. For me, I'll go next. I kind of stuck with TVs and movies and such.
Well, I did too. I was like, I wanted to self-promote ourselves because why not?
Why not?
We have the platform. Might as well use it.
Yeah. And another show, a show that will be coming out this month is Severance Season 2.
Yes.
One out of the two shows
Relatively
that I'm
soon.
super
like
pumped
this weekend
for.
or something, right?
No, it's like 17th.
Oh, okay.
It's like in the middle of the month. Severance is probably one of the up there. That first season was amazing.
Yes.
Some of the best television, like just well written, well thought out, and it was like, what am I watching? This is bonkers.
He was out there.
And the ending was like, what? It really, really was just like, they got you, and you're just like, oh my god, I can't believe they're ending like this.
Yeah.
So Severance Season 2 comes out.
Might be one of those where I
this
have to
month.
watch the first season over again.
I almost thought about it.
I almost thought I remember
about
all the stuff that happened.
it. I'm sure there's going to be a recap.
I know, but it's more interesting to watch the show over again.
Right.
It was so good.
It is fantastic.
Just to refresh myself because it's been a while.
Oh my
That's the one thing with the Apple shows is they take a while to get
yeah.
seasons out.
But yes, Severance Season 2. Watch Season 1 if you haven't already. Season 2 comes out this month. Very exciting. Very exciting. So
I'm excited for it.
That's my next one.
All
On
right.
to you, Marcus.
The next one is one we just mentioned earlier when I was talking about the Senna show. The Brad Pitt movie F1 will be dropping this year. Not sure exactly when that's coming out. I want to say summertime, possibly. But yeah, they've been working on this for like 2 years now. They've been putting this together. It's Apple, I think an Apple production. Apple's movie production company is doing it. But yeah, it looks intense. They've been shooting video, like filming during Formula One events for like the past 2 years now. And the little bits they've shown of like the trailer and stuff.
It does look good.
It looks
Even
crazy
someone like
intense.
me who is not into it, looks
The camera
good.
shots and stuff is just craziness. So excited to see how it all gets put together and can't wait to see it on the big screen because it's going to sound crazy.
It does look. It's like an IMAX movie.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely an IMAX movie. I'm not
Or
a big IMAX guy, but that's one I'm doing IMAX.
Yeah, 4D that one.
Yeah, with the
Have to
rumbling
shoot-
seats and everything. Yeah,
They shoot water in your face.
Yeah, smell the tires.
Ooh, it smells like Stafford
Smell the
Speedway.
gas. Smell the gas in there. Yeah.
It's some guy shooting gas.
Some guy just shooting gas around.
He's got his car
got a cigarette
parked
in
out
his
in the
mouth.
back with the exhaust going into the movie theater. Oh yeah, I like that.
It's good. You like that rubber? I got burning rubber in this barrel over
Smells
here.
like stale beer and rubber. Yeah.
America.
Next for me is a video game, Ghost of Yotei, which the last Ghost of was fantastic. It's very much the same line
What was
as
the ghost of?
Shogun. I had a memory fart. So I
I
can
know you also can't say the name either.
No, I
since
can, but I had shut up. Why am I having a brain fart?
You only talked about it like nonstop for like 6 months.
Why am I not saying that word? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Why do you do this to me, Mark?
Because it's fun.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Is that how you say it?
Tsushima. Right? Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima? Tsushima?
It's kind of like we went to.
Just say the word because I'm
I
saying
don't know.
it
I
wrong.
never played the game. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, Ghost of Yotei
Mitsubishi?
is that's how you say the name. But anyway, the first game was amazing. Very line Shogun. If you like Shogun, I recommend playing this game. It's fantastic.
I still haven't finished Fallout 4, so
I know.
I will not be playing it.
But
It's probably
it
like a PlayStation exclusive.
It
as well.
is. It
Yeah,
comes
so I
out.
won't play that either.
It comes out this year. I'm looking forward to it. But yes, it's just one of those awesome games. A game that will be coming out that's similar that comes out this year is Assassin's Creed Shadows, which takes place in the same time period. That looks really good as well. That'll be out for Xbox and PlayStation.
That's two things, Brian. Now you're just cheating.
No, I'm giving you. I'm telling you, this
Oh.
would be a great game because you haven't played Assassin's Creed in a long time.
Gotcha.
Might be a good game to jump into.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Thanks.
All right.
Next up for me, Captain America: Brave New World. I know that I've heard some things of people saying it's not as good as it was. They're hoping it was going to be.
And nobody's seen it.
I know. That's what I don't understand. When people get all these things. Oh, it's
all
not
rumors.
testing well. Like,
Dude,
whatever.
Dude, don't listen to those rumors at
I know.
all. They're
I don't.
all horror.
Yeah.
It's basically
Trolls.
people want to poo-poo.
Go back under your bridge.
They want to poo-poo. Like, people were already saying about Superman. And the funny part is, James Gunn went on Twitter and said, literally, there's been no testing of this movie at all.
Yeah.
What people are just making stuff up
Yeah.
because it's called clickbait, rage bait.
Yeah.
They want to get people going.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the internet, folks.
Although Sony is using that as their excuse for why people didn't like Madam Web and Craven, and Mobius is saying that that the internet is what ruined those movies.
That's different. Those movies have come out.
I know, but I'm saying
No,
that's
no,
saying
if the movie-
Sony recently put out
The
a thing
the CEO of Sony literally
said that the internet's
it's all
the
the
reason
critics'
why.
fault that this
Yeah,
movie
that
didn't
Madam
do
Web
well.
and Craven didn't
But
succeed.
the difference I'm trying to make is those movies are out and critics gave the real critics gave them reviews. People really saw that. Where these movies we're talking about, nobody's
No, but
seen.
he-
No, I know,
and
but
they're
he's saying
creating.
the Sony
Right.
CEO.
That's
is-
very different, though.
No, but he was saying
He's saying, that
because these critics said beforehand that
before
it was
they
going
came
to
out,
suck,
that it was going to be bad. That people
everyone
didn't
went
see
to the
them.
movie anticipating it to suck.
Or didn't go because it was going to
didn't
You
suck.
know
go
what though? But
because of
that's just him coming
No,
up
I
with
know,
excuses.
but that's
Yeah,
the
not saying
problem
so.
of
Yeah.
some critics.
But yeah, so Captain
Do
America: Brave New World. I'm
That comes
excited to
out
see
in
it.
February.
Comes out in February 14th, Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show the one you love that you want to rage like Red Hulk, and take her to see Valentine.
We're gonna go that.
Captain
We're
America:
gonna
Brave New
see
World.
that on Thursday.
Yes.
It's a Thursday night.
Yes, the
one.
13th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thankfully, because
Yeah.
it's also Claire's birthday, so
Hey, Claire, I'm going to go to the movies on your birthday.
probably can't get away with that one.
She would kill you.
But yeah, it's Captain America: Brave New World. What do you got, Brian? What's next?
Next on my list, I'm gonna go back to movies. Is Superman. I really love that trailer. It got to me. I was like, man, this is the Superman I missed. The last great Superman movie I saw probably
Superman
was when I was a kid.
Superman 1.
Honestly, I saw it in the theater with you, and I know people say it wasn't that good, but I kind of like Superman Returns.
The Brandon Routh one?
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't bad. Honestly, that was
The Kevin Spacey parts is what ruined it. Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor wasn't great.
Okay, listen. I thought Kevin Spacey taking over what's his name's as Lex Luthor because Gene Hackman played him. I felt like it all kind of lined up, and I saw the movie once. I'm basing it off that one time I saw it. I was just like, wow. That's a Superman I love. It was a harken back
It was set
to
in that same
universe.
style, yeah.
It was a continuation of that story.
I have to say my main issue is if he had played his own version of Lex Luthor, I think it would have been better. But he definitely was just.
That's the thing. He was trying
to be
because he was playing that.
That wasn't
character.
that wasn't their fault either. That was
No.
the way they did that. They shouldn't have done it as a continuation. It should have been.
you
a
could do it
different-
as
Well, it was called Superman Returns.
No, but that's
yes,
what
I
he's-
know, but it should have been a different.
You could do it as a
movie.
continuation, but
Brendan
you
Routh
literally
even
did the
got-
same exact thing of.
Like no one
He's
was gonna
making a new-
no one was gonna take over
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve's
No.
role
Yes.
as Superman and be able to do it as well as
But-
he did.
All I'm saying
No,
is,
we're just
this
agreeing.
is like my one movie I'm looking forward to. Like, there's a lot of superhero movies coming out this year, but this is the one that really I am hyped for.
I'm hedging my bets on the DC stuff.
I'm hyped for it.
It's like I'm not saying I'm not hyped for it, but DC has to show me more than I have to like be excited for DC. Like DC has to prove that it's going to be good.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong,
Yeah.
but I'm also saying we have Zack Snyder's gone, so.
I mean,
It wasn't all Zack
it wasn't Zack Snyder's
fault.
fault completely.
Well, yeah, it was.
Well, I know, but I mean,
it really was.
I mean, it's not saying James Gunn can't make bad movies either.
Right now, in my mind, For me personally,
I mean,
he hasn't failed.
I mean, he did make Guardians 2.
Guardians 2 was still pretty good.
It was not that great. Out of the people look back on it now, I think, and have a different interpretation of it. But Kurt Russell's ego was not that great. That was a bad movie.
I don't think it was that bad.
It was not great. If you watch it again now,
I mean, it
doesn't hold up.
It wasn't his best, but it wasn't comparatively to other bad.
It was the worst
superhero
of the movies
movies
he's made. Of the
But still isn't
Guardians
that bad.
movies, it was the worst of the
I
Guardians.
mean,
movies.
Guardians 3 is still my favorite. Guardians 1's amazing.
It goes Guardian for me. It's Guardians 1, Guardians 3, Guardians 2.
That's fine.
I had the
But
Christmas
two-
special before.
Oh,
too.
Christmas special was
Christmas
amazing.
Special, yeah, Christmas Special above. Well, that's not really a movie, but I would put that
Still,
above.
it's still amazing.
Guardians 2.
It's still a lot of fun.
Like having like it was just I don't know. It just didn't hit.
Okay,
as
this
well
is
as the
my
other ones
list
did.
that I'm telling you.
No, I'm just saying.
Superman, I'm looking forward.
I'm excited for it. I'm just like going in trepidatiously. I'm not like guns blazing.
I'm guns blazing for this.
Like I'm gonna hedge my bets
okay.
because I've been burned before by DC.
See, you know what? This is why I'm not watching Skeleton Crew because I've been burned so many times by Star Wars.
See, Skeleton Crew though is like it's like
It's something
coming.
I'm
different.
so
It's like a
over
nice
Star
warm.
Wars.
It's like a nice warm blanket.
know.
It's like coming back home
But
again.
what you're saying is exactly why I haven't watched it because I'm just kind of like I'm done. I'm
That's
done.
fine.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Next up for me, Fantastic Four: First Steps. I don't know if you'd have this on yours. But I
No,
went
it
for
was on the
anyways.
runner-up
Okay,
list.
I went on it anyways. I went for it.
but I didn't go for it.
Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I
Reed
hope
Richards.
it's good. It does. We haven't seen a trailer yet.
Cousin as the Thing.
Okay, you said cousin.
That's his name.
From the bear.
I'm never gonna say his name right, so I just go for the cousin as the Thing.
Yeah.
It's.
It should
I
be
haven't
good.
seen anything really of it, but
That's the thing. We haven't seen a trailer.
it looks from the scenario of it and the way they're going to be in the 60s. It's going to be old school. It's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to look cool. I'm excited for it.
When I was a kid, I loved Fantastic Four. It was
Fantastic Four was one of my favorite comics
X-Men
back
and
in
the
the day.
Fantastic Four was the comics I would read a lot, and like I am excited to see a proper Fantastic Four movie
I mean the ones
in the MCU.
yeah, the original ones weren't terrible. The first one wasn't bad.
I've not seen any of them.
You never saw the Chris Evans as Johnny Storm one?
No, I mean I've seen the one with Silver Surfer, like on a bus trip.
Yeah.
That's about it.
We
Yeah,
watched
they
that.
were-
We went to CBGB's. We watched that.
No.
Yes.
I was going to
No.
Disney. I saw it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was playing on like the bus between the hotel and Disney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever seen.
Between the hotel and Disney, how long of a bus trip was it
It
from
was
the
like
hotel
20
to Disney?
minutes, but it was playing both ways. I saw 40 minutes of the movie. That's about it.
Long bus trip. An hour and a half long
Like,
bus trip.
Those weren't
We're
they weren't
Tuesday.
bad. They were
No,
just
the first one was good.
The first one
Michael
was good.
Chiklis is the Thing. It wasn't Jessica Alba. It was Sue
I mean, I
Storm.
want to see him eventually, but I just never
Yeah.
seen him.
I mean,
It's
those are
not
probably
mine.
the best ones. The recent one was abysmal.
No, come on,
Well, I
Mark.
never
The
saw it.
original was the best one. Back in the 80s
No,
when
that
they
was
made those
even
weird-
Roger
that was-
Corman?
That was really bad. But yeah, what you got next, Brian?
All right. Yeah, Fantastic Four was my runner-up, but
Yeah.
I couldn't list everything.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going back to TV. This is one of my most anticipated shows of the year, other than Severance, obviously, is The Last of Us Season 2.
Damn it, I knew you got one of the things I'd put on.
Of
that.
course, because this is coming out this spring. This is a show I'm going to be watching every week. I love the franchise. I'm anticipating where this is going, but at the same time, I'm excited to see what they do differently. And that first season was absolutely amazing, so I feel like they're going to do it justice. So I'm super pumped.
Yeah, I am also very excited for that. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be good. There's nothing. I mean, I've
First
never played any of
season?
the games, but
You
I'm
don't
still
need to.
into it.
Yeah.
You don't need to. Next up for me, I know you talked about earlier. You're not a big fan of the Star Wars anymore, which is fine. I, on the other hand,
I need a break.
am not.
I need a break.
that way.
I'm waiting for a movie. I just want a Star Wars movie to come out. I think that's what I want.
I'm excited to see Andor season 2.
Yeah, I do want to watch Andor
Yes.
season 1.
Yes,
When-
you would enjoy Andor.
When 2 comes out, what I'll do is
Yeah.
I'll start with 1.
Yes.
And then I can go right into 2.
Yeah, because this leads into one of my favorite Star Wars movies, Rogue One. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how they get from where they left off at the end of last
Where
season
they go into Rogue One.
to Rogue One.
Yeah. I mean, Rogue One is awesome. I mean, it is a great, like, it has that old school feel. It does mix in a little bit of Clone Wars. Like, it had what's his
Yes.
name in there.
Yeah. Saw Gerrera, Lawrence Fishburne,
not Lawrence Fishburne.
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Jeez.
I know. I was doing that for you. I was doing that for you.
Anyway, yeah, Andor, as much as I'm kind of over the Disney Star Wars shows, Andor, universally everybody says is
Yes.
the best thing
It
that
is the
Disney
best.
Star Wars has ever made.
It
So
is.
I will hop into that.
Honestly, Brian, Skeleton Crew does have that feel that Andor has because
Yes.
it's something completely
It
different.
has that, but it also
it
has
does, yeah.
like the kind of whimsical
Right.
kid story, like
Right.
Goonies or
Yeah.
Yeah,
The last episode was very Goonies.
very Goonies.
and that's what I've heard. I just need a break from Star
I know,
Wars.
but-
Maybe I'll watch it at some point.
No,
I
no,
just need a break. I think it's a problem.
The problem is Acolyte ruined it for
Yeah,
a lot of people,
and
which
they've
I
done
agree
this
with.
over and over. They put out a bad or subpar, and then they put something good, and then the good thing nobody watches because they're over
Right.
it. And that's what happened to Andor season 1, and that's what's happening to Skeleton Crew. I don't doubt it's not good.
Yeah.
It's just I need a break from
No,
it.
I'm
you know?
agreeing with your break, Brian. I'm just saying, when you want to get back into something, either Skeleton Crew after it's done,
Yeah.
or doing your Andor watch through.
I will
would
do
be-
Andor because I did watch the first episode of Andor.
Yeah, that
And
it
it was good.
stays. It doesn't dip that much.
Yeah,
There are some ebbs and flows, but like it stays at that,
Yeah.
intensity.
I mean, I've heard people say that like if it was just a science fiction show with not the word Star Wars, it would
Right.
it
No,
would
yeah,
still
exactly.
be amazing.
Honestly, the same thing with Skeleton Crew. If it wasn't Star Wars Skeleton Crew, there really isn't anything in the show that connects it to Star Wars other than the universe.
Right, right.
So you wouldn't know it was a Star Wars show if you weren't,
Gotcha.
you know.
Wait, where did we leave off on?
I was talking about
Andor.
Andor, so now you're going.
Oh,
into
okay.
what you
You
want.
picked up on the Andor.
Okay. Going back to video games, one of my favorite games during the pandemic was Death Stranding. And Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is coming out this year. Very, very excited for Death Stranding. It's just a game about delivering packages. And during the pandemic, it was, I don't know, it was very, it kind of fit what happened to us. Kojima actually wrote Death Stranding, and because the pandemic happened, he had to rewrite it because it actually kind of happened. So, but it's best these people are all just kind of in pockets, and you play a character where you have to deliver these packages, but crazy stuff happens in Kojima fashion. He's kind of like the David Lynch of video game, in my opinion. He's very wacky and makes things very interesting. Great score, great soundtrack, and it has Norman Reedus in it, and a lot of great actors are in it. So Death Stranding Season 2 on the Beach is my second anticipated game of the year. And I will just put an asterisk. I was going to put GTA 6.
But we don't know when that's happening.
Well, GTA 6 is supposed to come out this fall.
But then they just push it back.
No, there's been literally radio silence.
Yeah.
But Rockstar has always done this. When they've given a date, it's always got pushed out about 2 months.
Yeah.
So even if we get a fall date, everyone's predicting
Christmas.
it's going to be beginning of 2026.
Yeah. Christmas
So,
time, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
on to you, Mark.
All right. My next thing actually is coming up pretty soon. I don't know if you know this is happening, Brian.
Oh, boy.
The Weeknd is returning.
I saw.
He has a new album coming out January 24th.
I hope it's
Hurry
good.
up tomorrow.
I hope it's good.
I'm hoping it's good. It's The Weeknd. He's probably my favorite rock artist.
R&B?
No, just but non-rock artist. Like
Yeah, yeah. He's like pop.
He's like my
R&B.
outside of what I usually listen to artist that I
Yeah,
like.
The Weeknd's fantastic.
Yeah, I know your Dua Lipa is your favorite. So
Dua Lipa.
you see her on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yes. I have to. When's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Just happened.
Yeah, but
It's on Disney Plus. You can watch all 5 hours.
it's on Disney. I thought it was HBO Max.
Nope, Disney Plus has it now.
Oh, that's what I was wondering because I haven't seen it on HBO.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus now.
Oh,
The whole full 5 hour
When was
this
it
past
recorded?
weekend.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a weekend and a half ago.
Okay, I gotta watch
Yeah, it
that.
aired the other
Yeah.
day with Ozzy and
Yeah,
Jack
it aired on like
Oh,
CBS.
yeah.
I think it was on
It was-
CBS or something.
Well, they do an abridged version.
They did
wanna
the
say it was
abridged
ABC
version.
because
Might have been
that's why
ABC. It was a abridged
that's why
version.
it's on
'Cause it's on
that's why
Disney.
Disney.
That's right.
Gotcha,
That makes
gotcha.
sense.
Yeah.
So ABC, yeah.
'Cause
But they
HBO
aired the
used to
full-
host it.
They aired the full 5 hour
Yeah, they aired the
thing
full
on-
thing, and it was.
It starts off with Dua Lipa
Nice.
in a Cher outfit.
Yes. Oh, I know.
But like,
As soon as she walked out, Cleric turns to me. She goes, "Oh, Brian's getting really excited about this show."
Her live album is amazing. I've been listening to it. She
He
has
loves him to Lipa.
She has a song called Maria. So when I play, I love that song. So when I play it, I sing it as Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm like Maria. Allison hates
I bet
it.
Allison loves
Oh,
that.
she
I
hates
bet it. But yeah, so the Weeknd's new album coming out. I haven't heard anything from it yet. I haven't heard a new single or anything yet.
Yeah,
So-
I was looking at albums. Albums are very hard to pick from, but I
They don't
did
really
see
announce
that.
them all. They don't really announce them
There's
much.
nothing
Yeah, they
much.
don't really announce anything
Yeah.
coming out. So, but that's the one that I'm like looking forward to because I'm ready for some new music. It's been a while since I've. But with the music show now, it's a lot more local stuff.
I
I'm
feel like
delving
I have a
into.
new favorite
Yeah,
band
feels
every
like
month.
a new thing every.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've fallen into new stuff all the time. So
Yeah.
like, seeing something bigger would be nice to check that out. So yeah, so the Weeknd for me.
Nice.
What's your next thing, Brian?
This might be on your list, but this is the final season, Stranger Things,
I did not put it on my list.
season 5.
I knew you'd probably put it on yours.
It comes out this year. They finished production
Hopefully.
before Christmas. It's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah.
It is ending.
But it's Netflix, so who knows?
The last season was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I was glued. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was crying. I was laughing. It was like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah. Paul Reiser and
Oh my
Sean
God,
Austin.
so many good things. So this final season, I think it's great to say goodbye to these kids. We've been on this journey for
I mean, they're
so
all like 30
long.
now, so it's about time.
I think a lot of them are in their 50s, might be retiring soon. I don't know. They've been doing this for so
It's
long.
like I just saw a thing online where people were like, "Ugh," like, you know, Millie Bobby Brown is having to fight back against the internet people for saying that she looks old. It's like, well, yeah, because she's like 30.
Old, yeah, she's older. No,
It's
she's
just 'cause
not
the TV
30.
show
but
is
she's
like-
in
she's
early
almost
20s. She's early 20s.
no, she's like 22.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like early 20s.
but still, it's like she's not young anymore.
I know.
It's
But
like,
they're not teenagers.
Yeah, they're
it's
not
like
teenagers
they're like the kids from 90210 at this point.
yeah.
They're on their late 20s playing high school
I have
kids.
3
But-
kids.
Yeah,
I will say this.
smoking 2 packs a day.
You know, back in the day, we grew up, there was always the song of the summer. That kind of faded away with streaming because now there's
Yes.
a song
well,
that
I mean,
hits.
unless Dua Lipa drops a song.
No, but I'm being honest. Like, there's never really like one gigantic hit that takes over the summer.
Well, I mean, no, for that, like
But-
last year was that Dua Lipa song.
But Stranger Things, when Stranger Things comes out in the summertime, that is kind of like the song of the summer.
well, if
because
it's
like,
it might not be a new song. It'd be some song from like the 80s.
But
that
what
they'll
I'm
dig
no, what
up.
I'm saying is
We're not
when
the hill.
Stranger Things came
Yeah.
out,
That Kate Bush song, like
when Stranger
came
Things
back from
the
nowhere.
last season came out, it blew up.
Yeah.
It penetrated pop culture.
Yes.
With the Fire Hell Club, right? With the D&D
Hellfire.
Club, Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
Then Running Up That Hill became big again.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is, it's really hard now
And the Metallica song.
for a show, exactly.
Master of Puppets?
For a show to really pop into pop culture
The
because
zeitgeist.
we're so
Yes.
divided when we're
Yes.
watching stuff.
Yeah.
But Stranger Things is like, it seems like they constantly have done that.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
My point being, it does hit the zeitgeist hard.
Yes.
And like, it's really cool when it does.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like we all talk about these shows, but everybody watched them different times, or you binge it in a weekend.
30
nobody
years from now.
Nobody talks about it ever again. But I think
Do
Stranger
a rewatch
Things,
every 4 years.
Yeah.
Stranger Things has that magic formula
Yeah.
that like gets
It's
it.
had the staying power.
Yeah.
Even still with the taking forever to get seasons out.
Right.
We've done 5 seasons and they've probably been on the air for like 10 years now.
It feels that way.
Feels like it's been 10 years since we started this thing.
But I'm just saying.
I couldn't even tell you what happened in that first season. It's been so long ago at this point.
They rescue 11.
I know. But I mean, like the whole like.
That's the first
Yeah,
time you see
it's
the
so long ago.
Demogorgon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's for
Yeah.
me. That's my number 5.
Yeah. For me, my last thing that I have in my list, Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, that's made my my runner up. But
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to.
I was super into the Netflix show. Even the other iterations of stuff like Defenders and all that, I watched them all the way through. Watched all of them. Watched Echo, which is connected to this. Hawkeye connected to this as well a tiny bit. Excited to see the transition from the Netflix to Disney and how they're gonna combine those two worlds and bringing back those characters again and seeing how they move them into the MCU side of things. So that's gonna be interesting, and just it looks like it's gonna be amazing. I mean, the little bits we've seen of it, looks crazy.
I hope it's good.
And the fact that, and when he popped up in Spider-Man,
for that brief moment.
yeah, but still, it was just like,
I still think his She-Hulk was just okay. It wasn't that great.
yeah, I mean, that was
It was She-Hulk.
it was She-Hulk. It's a fever dream, you just get it over with.
Yeah.
Like, I was worried about it
Yeah.
until...
After She-Hulk, I was like, where's this show going to
but
go?
I'm saying, like,
But it was a different
I was
universe,
more worried about
supposedly,
it.
So
No.
I was
it
worried about it
different
just
outfit, so.
not even getting into She-Hulk stuff. Going into Disney was where I was worried until you have Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah,
And now they
same.
embrace that, and I'm like, oh, so they can do that.
They
and
can
actually
do,
get
yeah,
into
they
it.
can do harder stuff.
Well, COVID, I mean, the writer's strike helped
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
they exnayed everything, and
'Cause that's
they
what
got the
I'm-
showrunner from Punisher.
Yeah, I
The
think the
showrunner from
problem-
Punisher's doing it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I was a
yeah.
little more
know.
worried when it was more Disney centric, but now that
Yeah.
it seems to be like more that world centric,
Yeah,
it's like, oh, okay, so they can do it.
yeah.
yeah, Daredevil was on my list of things I was going through.
I was trying to pick
We'll
things
be
I knew you
watching
would
that
pick,
week to
so that's
week.
why I was trying to.
Yeah, we'll be watching that
Yeah.
week to week.
And now you have
We'll be
Netflix. You actually can watch it week to week. You don't have to like wait 6 months for you to get around to watching it.
Well, no, Daredevil will be
Daredevil will be
on
on Disney.
Plus. So.
No, I'm saying because when it was on Netflix,
Oh, that
you
was
didn't watch it because it was like, I don't have Netflix. I gotta order
no,
Netflix
that
just
was
for
all in a weekend. It would drop. No, I watched season 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I never watched. I haven't watched season 3.
which is on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Then Jessica Jones, we watched all of.
Yes. Punisher.
Never watched any of the Punishers.
Punishers was great.
Punisher's
Didn't
good.
watch Iron Fist. Never watched
Well,
Defenders.
Iron Fist wasn't on
Iron
anything.
Fist wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it was
Iron
just
Fist was terrible.
I would not watch Iron Fist.
You could skip Iron Fist. You don't need to see Iron Fist.
I'm not gonna watch
You don't
anything. I'm
need
just gonna
to.
watch Daredevil.
You don't
Luke
need
Cage
to.
was good. Luke Cage.
We
Luke
did
Cage
watch
is
the
good.
first season of Luke
If
Cage.
they'd done Heroes for Hire, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Iron Fist
they
and
went
not
more-
went into
The
the deep
Defenders?
back part of his thing. Yeah. Defenders was good.
Yeah.
Had its moments.
Like, Iron Fist wasn't awful, but it wasn't.
Yeah, they
Like,
dove too much into
yeah.
the deep lore of Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is like an icebox in here.
I
Okay.
know the heat's on though. I don't know what's going on.
All right. So my last one. That was your
Yes.
last one.
Yes.
So it was so funny. I went through my list and I'm like, I can't make up my mind. But I will say
I picked
I'm really
Happy's
looking.
Place.
I'm looking forward to seeing Mythic Quest season 4, which is
Oh, yeah,
coming
yeah.
back. I thought the last season.
So that would have been on my list, but that show's been off for so long that I just forgot it was completely coming back.
They're finishing it.
Yes,
They
yes,
they said we'll come back. I think it's going to be either season 4 and 5 or season 4 might be the last one. But they're actually doing Mythic Quest Side Quest, which is going to be a spin-off series as well.
Okay.
But Mythic Quest about game development. It's very funny, very
Video game
humorous.
development.
What did I say? Game development.
Game development
Gay development. It's about developing gays.
with James Cloders.
No, Mythic Quest. It's a little tiny show on Apple Plus, but it's fantastic. It's hilarious. I thought the last season was not as funny, but really, they did some really standalone episodes that had
It was
a lot
more
of heart.
satirical. Yeah, it was more satirical
Well,
about.
There was a lot of heart. There was like these emotional episodes, the background episodes about
Yeah.
some of the characters, which were fantastic. And so I don't know how they're going to end it, but I kind of feel like season 4 might be the ending. I know it's coming up. Either that, or they're going to do one more season. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Mythic Quest, and I have Apple TV again for 3 months, and now I'm going to look up when it actually drops.
January 29th, and then Side Quest is March 26th.
Sweet, so I can watch them both.
I
Maybe
don't know. The March one might be on the edge of your.
might be on the edge.
You might have to re up.
Because if it's all of January, all of February, no, it'd be all of March.
Yeah.
When did you start it?
Just like on Christmas Day.
Ooh, no, it's the
You're gonna miss it.
26th.
You're gonna have to.
So it's
I'll have to go for one more month and
You have
watch
to
it.
one more month. You have to pay the actual fees.
Who wants to do that? But anyway, Mythic Quest.
So is that everything?
That is everything.
Okay.
Another thing that's on my that was on my almost make list, but I don't know if you were gonna put it on. The 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live special.
Oh my God!
It was
Yes.
in February.
Yes, I'm super
So
excited.
I'm excited
for
to
that.
see that. But I figured you'd put it on yours, but since you didn't, I'll throw it in.
You know what? It's funny. I know when I was making this list, I was going to forget things.
Yeah.
That I've been anticipating the 50th anniversary since the 40th anniversary because I
Yeah.
love the fact that it's in prime time. It's a
Yeah.
big thing. A lot
Yeah.
of people come back. And this season has been really good.
It has. The Martin Short one was very funny.
Yeah, March. I think it's only
Five
had like
Timers
one
Club.
bad episode, which was, in my opinion, just okay. But for the most part, this season has been fire.
The guy from Gladiator doing the Wicked, like musical
Yes.
version of
Yeah, that was
Gladiator.
really good.
That was very
was
well
very-
done. Very well done.
Very funny. But yeah, I'm very excited for it because I love to see the surprises and what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And man, it's just so crazy to think I was living at Peggy Lane when the 40th one happened, and that one was so
I mean, it's
awesome.
not that crazy to think about. You just moved from there not long ago.
I know. It just time's flying by is what I'm trying to tell you, Mark.
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
Time is
Yeah.
going by way too quick.
Yeah.
Hit the pause button,
Yeah.
slow
Here,
down.
We
Yeah.
can pause the show for a little bit. I have a one. I have
Okay.
my one thing I'm anticipating and I'm excited for.
What?
I'm going to go see Critical Role live.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
This
Where's
is his
this?
great-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm
When's
going
this?
He's
Radio
going to
City Music Hall in New
Radio
York.
City Music Hall in New York City. He's going.
on October 7th, so it's
the
a birthday
wedding.
present.
It's
It's
the
the
wedding, right?
of the characters from Campaign 2.
Yeah.
Jester and Ford.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much? You already bought tickets?
Kylie bought them for
got
me
him
for
for
my
a
Christmas present.
Wow. How
Christmas
much were
birthday.
She wouldn't tell me.
They? They're probably
Expensive.
Probably because
They're
they're
pretty
they're
expensive.
floor.
They're floor seats.
They're
She got really good
I'm
seats.
like 6 rows off the stage.
She got really good seats.
Yeah.
Wow.
She told me about it. I'm like, oh man, he's gonna poop his pants.
I locked up at Christmas. Went,
Wow.
She's like, I think I got the best gift I've ever gotten somebody in my life, and I think I beat everybody else. I'm like, yeah, you've won. You've won. That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh.
Oh, yeah, it was-
When
it was-
you come back, you're gonna have to tell us all about it,
yeah.
and you got to take photos.
oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
take
Josh
photos
is gonna take
at all,
photos.
Brian.
He's just have a camera attached to
I know.
his face. I don't know if we even watch anything. I just have camera. Just
Yeah.
No, but yeah, and we might even be tag teaming New York Comic Con again.
Because it happens during New York Comic Con.
Good thing you said that afterwards, because I didn't know where you were gonna go with that. We're gonna be tag
Ryan,
teaming
What is wrong
Comic-Con.
with you?
Oh,
We're
so
back again.
Comic-Con's the same weekend?
It's that weekend
It's the Thursday of
because we
New York
did
Comic Con
Oh,
weekend.
wow.
Yeah.
I really want to go.
New York.
Con-
We went
New
to New
York
York Comic Con
Last
2 years
year.
ago.
Yeah.
and it was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
I want to go this year.
We could maybe do
It
that.
is intense.
Yeah.
It's intense because it's in the Javits Center.
Or the Javits Center.
No, it's the Javits Center.
It's
Mark.
the
It's
Javits Center.
Yav it,
Not Arnold
man.
Schwarzenegger.
I say that because when we went to the Javits Center, there was
Javits?
a bunch of New York guys going, "Yeah, it's over at the Javits Center." You
Why
know?
are they all Arnold
I don't know.
Schwarzenegger?
It's the
Arnold
funniest
Schwarzenegger.
thing. Kylie and I are walking.
Josh
People
does
are asking
his
directions.
New York accent turns into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You say
I'm
Elton
not
John?
kidding. I'm not kidding, Brian. I am
It's
not
over at the
kidding.
Javits Center.
I am not kidding. There was
right.
a bunch of New York guys at the train station,
Yeah.
and people were asking for directions.
To the Abbott
And they
Center.
said, yeah, it's over at the Yavit Center.
Maybe they were
I'm
from
like, Are you?
Boston.
That's what I said. And they're
Yeah.
like, no, we're from New York. And I'm like, there's no way these guys are from New York. It was,
So would you guys go? Do you? Because when we go for the 1 day thing we do for work here, we go. We park because Chris has the company car, so
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
to pay for it.
train?
You train it. You go right to Penn Station, then.
No, we do. Because we did the New Haven because we weren't sure.
Yeah, New Haven to Grand Central.
We did
and then,
New Haven to Grand Central,
then
then
the
took the train
subway.
and walked over.
Oh, okay.
You can go in Windsor if there's a train.
Well,
East
that-
Windsor. And you can take that to Penn.
Right, but that was under construction. Remember, they were
They
started
just
the
built that not
remodeling.
long ago. Yeah.
Because it was just a platform.
You can take it right
before
from
and then
Springfield,
redid-
even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Got a
we-
nicer parking lot.
We were just, 'cause
One day
we-
I could take it right from Enfield.
Well, eventually,
Maybe.
that's
One day.
2027.
That's
Hopefully
2030.
2027, because if once that's done, yes, that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
But we looked into it, and it was easy because of the times. The problem with the times with Amtrak is they shut
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
at a
Yes,
certain time,
they
coming
do.
back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have,
So your better bet's to get to New
your
Haven.
better
and
bet's
then,
to New Haven, because at least New Haven goes till
'cause
like
that runs
2 a.m.
2 in the morning. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
I
done that
thought
before.
you were taking the train, spending the night, then coming home.
No.
Even if you do that, it's better
even,
to take
but even for day
the
trips,
Metro North.
because even when we go to Ranger games,
Yeah.
with I think Amtrak's last one out is 10:30.
Yeah.
So if the game goes over by like 5 minutes,
Oh
like,
yeah, you're.
you're
Yeah,
stuck there.
you're stuck
so you
there.
have to take the train.
So Metro
to-
North's the best way. 'Cause
Yeah.
you go right to New Haven. It's
Gotcha.
super cheap. Not super cheap, but it's relatively cheap.
It's $40
Yeah.
both way. Like
Yeah,
it's
round
I
trip.
think the round trip is like $48.
And then parking's like another 20 some odd
Yeah.
bucks. So it's like $60 for the day. It's
Yeah,
not
but you think
bad.
all the time you waste on gas because you're sitting
well,
in traffic.
and now
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now it is $9 to drive into Manhattan because they have a commuter fee.
Yes,
they
I
do.
saw
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Which is
That just
crazy.
started, so it's like,
Yeah.
why not just park? You don't have to pay any of the tolls or anything.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to worry about driving in New York City.
It's the worst. I hate that.
And we do it all the time.
You went through all that
because of
effort to
Ranger
pull away
games.
from the microphone and still left your mic on when you coughed?
To mute myself, I have to go that way.
All right. Nobody noticed, so let's not make a big deal about
sorry.
it, guys.
But the other thing, Brian, is not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm taking Mariah for a Ranger game. We're spending the night, and then I'm taking her to skate at Rockefeller Center.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're have to hear the story about that next week.
Yeah.
Good thing you
I'm
turned
sorry.
on that.
That, like,
That was
just
a big one.
recently, it's like,
Yeah, that was a big one.
Well, I think there's a lot to look forward to
Yeah.
in 2025.
Yeah, 2025.
A lot
Hopefully,
of
it's going to
things-
be a nice, quiet year.
hopefully.
I need a nice, quiet year.
We didn't discuss it, but hopefully.
Yeah, I need a nice, quiet year.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. So, as we wrap up this show,
Yes.
thank you all for watching.
Yes.
We unfortunately lost a good friend of the show recently. My Uncle Carl passed away.
Yes.
He was a big supporter of the show, would always talk about it to me all the time, ask about it, and he'll be missed. So, see you later, old man. We'll miss you. And I don't like you. So, if you know, you know. As always, be safe, be well, be kind.
Rewind, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody. See you, Rocky.
Good night, Bob.
Looking at you, Howard.